Hey, everybody out there in Facebook land. I am here with my friends Matt and Sarah. For Lebanon Now, we just upgraded a ton of stuff. So tonight we're going to do a special episode of Good Night Lebanon. And we just want to kind of test equipment out. And as you can see, we have... What?
It's the early bird special.
It is the early bird
6
special.
p.m. on a Tuesday.
It's 6
Good
p.m. on a
night,
Tuesday.
Lebanon.
Now, you can see beers in front of us, and as I'm going to do no better at controlling this show than other, the beers in front of us are from Boattown Brewing. Over to my left is Kegerator that Brian keeps full for me, and so the beer you see us drinking is from Boattown Brewing. So don't judge us. It's just like we're 15 feet from there. You wouldn't judge us if we were there. All right. So let me get rid of this. Boop. All right. So yeah, we were just throwing around show ideas, stuff like that, trying to figure stuff out. So we were talking about a Good Night Lebanon and doing something like a Good Night Lebanon, to where we come on a weeknight, we get together and we kind of do this. So we're just kind of soft launching this right now. So if you're out there and you don't know who are with me right here, this is Matt Starnes, owner of Jude's.
Hello?
There you go. Yes.
There we go.
He's
That's
not
what the
used to
mics are
this.
for. All right. And Sarah Angst, downtown director. That's right.
Hello.
So we were having a debate that you wanted to bring up that I have never seen Breakfast Club.
Nope.
Nope.
So what
I mean,
you
I
me
have.
about that?
Yeah.
I have. Yeah. I don't
The
understand how you
travesty.
could possibly not have seen it.
I will explain that in a minute, but I'll let you guys take a minute to tell me, why I'm wrong for not seeing it.
Not that you're wrong. You're
You're
younger
not
than
wrong. I just feel like it's a formative experience that a man of your age should have had.
Man of my age. Man of my age. All right.
He's not even 50 yet.
No, I'm close, but no, not yet.
Well,
I mean, I've seen it at least a handful of times.
And how
it
old are
came
you?
out before you were born.
I'm 40.
Okay, you're 40. I'm 47.
I'm 45.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I just turned 45 recently. I'm basically 44. Still.
So in case you're wondering what 3 people in their 40s do on a Tuesday afternoon,
Hang out.
they drink beer and
downtown.
make fake news shows.
Yes. Yeah, it's not fake news.
This is
We are
really
reporting no
happening.
news right now. If you have a question for any one of us on stage, go ahead and drop that in there. I'm trying to find my camera. There it is. If you have a question for any one of us, go ahead and drop it in the comments. We're just testing a new system I've implemented here at Lebanon Now. So looking for some interaction, looking for some people to leave comments, do some things. And we're just kind of hanging out, testing out some equipment. So let me tell you why I have never seen The Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Okay.
It came out in 1985.
Okay.
In 1985, I was 7 years old.
I was born.
I was 5.
Right. I could have cared less about the Breakfast Club. So
Right.
by the time I get old enough to actually see the Breakfast Club, I don't care. So I go through this phase, and you got to remember, because I'm old as dirt, just having movies on demand is not like it is today.
That's
So, and especially in Lebanon, Front Row Video, shout out to you. I remember renting stuff at Front Row
Me
Video
too.
like a long time.
Hi, welcome
Right.
to Front Row Video.
Welcome to Front Row Video, right? But it was just not a thing. My parents didn't care about it, I guess. So years later, I really got into Kevin Smith movies, Clerks,
Oh, yeah.
and Mallrats and stuff, which was very influenced
Yes.
by
that kind of stuff.
John Hughes movies.
Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob.
And after a time, it's just like, now I feel weird watching teenagers, right? And the other thing is that they're all like 25. They're not teenagers.
No,
and
they
you-
were not teenagers.
You can clearly see it's like a bunch of mid-20s people locked in a high school, and there's rules against that. So it's more. So that is why I've never seen The Breakfast Club.
Huh. Well,
I
I went
still-
through a phase in high school where we watched old movies.
Yeah.
Classic movies. We got together, our friend group got together on a weekend and, rented a bunch of VHS tapes.
So have you seen any John Hughes movies?
Yeah, Home Alone, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I've
Okay.
seen those. I'm not aware of every movie he's done. I'm not like a movie file or anything. I haven't looked in and got me a John Hughes checklist and went, hey, I've seen that one.
But I still think Breakfast Club is a must. I
Yeah.
feel like you would really connect with it.
Yeah, I think
if
so
you would
too.
just give it a chance.
So what if next First Friday, here in the
Okay.
studio, you guys help me clear it out. I'll bring my giant screen and projector in here. We got to put a limit on it, but we'll have a movie night showing Breakfast Club next First Friday.
Can you do that?
Like after the concert or before?
During.
Well, that's where I'll be. Hey, it's a 2000s rock band, cover band.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty psyched.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So if you're out there and you're watching, I see there's some people watching, just say hi. Just let us know you're watching. This is just kind of us hanging out, testing some equipment. You'll see me look away, playing with my phone, playing with my computer, because I'm just testing stuff while these two people are out here. And once again, the beers are brought to you by Boattown Brewing. And so is this show. Brian Hash, you didn't know that you were sponsoring this mess, but you are now.
So can we talk about First Friday for a minute?
Yeah.
I didn't go. Here's the deal. It was a long week. And then I sat down on my couch and I was like, yeah, I'm not leaving here. But
You are old.
from my living room right across the street, I could clearly hear the music.
You could?
And it sounded awesome.
They were amazing.
Yeah,
Machine
my
Gun
parents,
Symphony. Oh my,
my
God.
like 60-year-old parents were there while I was
you were
not
on the
leaving the couch. But they said it was awesome. They loved it.
Were you already hobbled at that point?
No, the hobble situation happened on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Is there a comment? I see Ryan's hand going up.
Veda, my daughter. Hi, daughter. Thank you. You know Veda from being famous on handing baskets out on Good Morning Lebanon's when she's on spring break or
yes.
whatever. She's going to actually intern with us on Good Morning Lebanon and here at this studio. She's got week on, week off with her bio dad, and so when she's here, she's going to be here at the studio helping.
Awesome.
So,
Very exciting.
Hey, Vader, also known as Darth Vader.
Which we just had May the 4th, so May the 4th be
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was so funny. Somebody texted me, and because we took the picture of all of us out there or whatever, and somebody said, "By the look on your face, I don't know that you're a real fan." And I said, "I'm a fan of hitting people with sticks."
We had a lightsaber meetup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, I watched it out my window.
Because you weren't leaving the couch.
Yeah.
If you're out there
I
watching,
was
say
hobbled
hi.
by then.
Right, okay.
So I
Yeah,
hobbled
reason.
to the window and watched it.
That's cool. Sorry.
So I got a question for the people out there watching. If you had your own TV station, what would you do?
Oh.
Because I have my own TV station. Like, how many people get to wake up in the morning and go, "Hey, I have my own TV station. Let me figure out what to put on
Not
it."
many.
Right? So if you had your own TV station, what would you put on it? And we have 13 viewers right now, which is way more than I deserve. So
I said at 20, I'm out.
I know. So at 20, so everybody like and share this. We have nothing to give away.
Well, I think it's great. I think people want to know more about Matt than they usually get to see. Because you're working so hard there at Jude's. They don't get to see you, just out there in the shop.
Yeah. I like to hide away,
Yeah.
be
Well,
in the
and
kitchen.
now there's a reason because you're hobbled.
Yeah. Thank you.
If you haven't seen the video of Matt injuring himself, go to his Facebook page.
I figured if I didn't post it publicly, someone would.
You think?
Yeah.
Do the people at your shop have access to the video?
No, but my wife does.
Oh, okay. So you mean someone, your wife, would post it?
You put it on Facebook, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately he put it on Facebook.
Because if I didn't do it, someone else, my wife,
Rachel.
would have.
Is she
Actually,
in town right
she
now?
said the thought did not even cross her
I
mind.
got.
She's so
I've
sweet.
got. I've got a
She's
thing
across the
to.
street.
Hold on. I got to address.
Okay.
Amber, definitely advocate needs of the community. Let me tell you a couple things, and this is a good time to ask anything about Lebanon Now too. Lebanon Now's app is coming out, and I've been working with Melinda Fries, LAF, which I am a board member. I'll disclose that. Is that there's going to be a section on the app called Community Needs that any one of the 501c3s that help our wonderful community are in need, they can literally reach out to me and I can post a thing that you'll get push notifications for saying that L Life needs this, the diaper bank is in need of this, X, Y, and Z is in need
That's
of this.
cool.
So that's coming on the app. Not to, and we'll do it on Facebook and whatever. The theory of the app is Facebook chooses what to serve you and,
Yes.
and let you know things going on. The theory of the app is the way that alerts are supposed to work is you get to choose what you get alerted about. Is that you can get breaking news, you can get job alerts, you can get all of that stuff. So the community needs, I'm hoping that reaches more and more people.
Well, and not everybody has Facebook. I know it's shocking, but not everybody does social media. And there has actually, I've noticed like a movement in the younger generation to consciously not be involved with
Good.
social media.
Do you
So-
remember when you had to have a college email address to be on
Yes.
Facebook? Those were the days. Those were also the days that Netflix was DVDs that were mailed to you.
I remember that. I had a membership.
Yeah, I worked
I
at
could get 2 at a time.
I worked at a Super 8 motel in grad school, and I had a Netflix membership, and they would mail me my 2 DVDs a month, and I would watch them behind the desk at the motel during my shift.
And then when you mail one back, you get another one.
Yep.
And
I do like Amber's other question here. Matt is the behind the scenes guy that makes things happen. I think they call that a fixer. And yes.
Is that what they call it?
And Matt recently got a haircut, if you
I
didn't
did.
notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
glorious.
like why the haircut?
It was just time. It was long for like 5 years. I was turning 40.
So it was a midlife crisis, is what it was.
It was time. And, since I'm in the restaurant all the time, practically, I kept it long for so long because it was easy to just pull it up in the kitchen.
Right.
You could just wear it up. But when you wear your hair up like that all the time, it starts to pull out and break. And so it was
That's
getting
true.
really damaged, and I was just over it.
Huh.
So
We got a comment, Michelle Boyer.
Oh, I'm
If you're at your store, come join us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
come out the back door.
I want to
and
show the
go.
power of live. Door, just come in.
Yes, come
I'll
up the
kick
stairs,
one of these
Michelle.
guys off. I'm done with them anyway. So
do we
I'll
have a
kick one of
camera
these
out
guys.
back that can catch her running over?
Oh yeah, but
would be great.
Michelle, come see us.
Yeah,
Come-
it's
come be
after
on the
6.
show.
She should close her shop by now anyway.
Yeah.
So-
Every time I leave, like everybody always, one of the common things when I walk around town is like, is there 5 of you? Is there whatever? No, it's social media. You just figure out how to work it for you, right? But I'll be here like 15 hours a day and leave, and Michelle's still here.
Yeah. She's here all the time. Yeah.
So, Sarah, the ankle hurts badly.
Oh, she is on her. Look at this.
Yay, Miss.
On her way.
On my way.
I
So,
love it.
Sarah, if I show you my ankle on live TV, will you tell me if I need to go to the hospital?
She's not a medical professional.
Sarah, my wife, my beautiful, beautiful wife.
Do not engage with Matt. That's all I'm saying.
How is your ankle? What happened to your
It's
ankle?
disgusting.
I turned 40 and my ankle said no. It's more the foot than the ankle, but every time I try to Google foot sprain, it just says ankle.
Right.
So I guess it's still, even though the foot is the part that's purple.
Yeah.
So
the blood drains down its gravity,
Yeah.
which is 9.8 meters per second square.
that is the
Talked
force
about
of
this
gravity.
earlier.
So one of the things we have coming up is we got a game show coming out at 11 now. We're developing it, and it's something like Consequences or Truth and Consequences or something, because
Answers and
I'm a jerk and I'm going to make people do stupid shit on stuff on camera. And this is why I'm not on camera.
Yeah.
We need a swear jar.
Yeah.
Years of radio, and
it
I
goes
never
to
swear.
LAF.
Yeah, it goes to LAF.
Yeah, you put me on the internet.
And that's how Lebanon now became the largest donor.
Yeah. Ryan's curse jar.
That's a good idea.
Right.
Is the door unlocked for Michelle?
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
but she'll figure it out. Thank you for outing me to my corporate overlords that I didn't lock the door to let people. So, anyway, but
she'll have to knock really
sorry.
loud.
I hear her.
I hear
look,
someone
look,
coming
look.
up
All
the
right.
stairs.
Hey! All right.
Do you want my seat?
I'm out.
uh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna scooch out, and you come sit.
well,
Come sit.
have to. No, go over there. Go over there. No, Michelle, go over there. Go over there. All right. Welcome to the show, Michelle Boyer. All right.
Yes. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, absolutely.
And yes, I am always here. And
I
yes,
know.
I'm here after you.
Yes. That
And
you're
you
probably the.
see me with the lights on.
I do, yeah.
I know.
You live down here. So
Yeah.
you see
Matt,
me
adjust her
down-
mic, please.
Better.
Yeah, it just needs to point towards your mouth hole. Yeah. All right, there you
It's a
go.
learning curve.
I know.
Hello to the watchers.
You make me
Yes.
feel tall.
I feel very
Right, me
short.
too. And I never feel tall.
I need to sit on some telephone
raise
books.
up here. There we go.
There, that makes me
Now I'm going to go the opposite with this. Here we go. I'm going to do this. Right? I'm going to go the opposite. I never get to feel tall. I'm going to enjoy it while I got
Ryan's the
it.
giant.
So Michelle, tell us a little bit about Perennial. I mean, you come over here, and if you've never been in Perennial and you got a second to explain Perennial, what is it?
Well, it's really a variety shop. I mean, it's a boutique. I do gift items. There's just a little bit of everything. There's foodie items, there's baby items, kiddo items. I mean, the list continues and continues. I don't know that I could say it's one type of place, but it's just there's something for everybody. We've been wrapping a lot of teacher gifts, a lot of Mother's Day gifts, nurses gifts. So I mean, all in all, I'm a gift shop, probably number one, but then everything else, the categories fall under that. So
Why did you open Perennial?
Well-
You've told me this story before.
yes,
and I want to hear it.
Well, actually, a friend of mine actually opened it, and her name was Laurie Bennett. So hi to Laurie, or anybody that knows her. She's lovely, and we've been friends forever. So I actually made jewelry, and she let me sell some of my jewelry there. He's not laughing at me, by the way.
No, I'm laughing at. I just stuck my cup out. And
Anyway, my daughter actually worked there as well. So whenever Laurie was ready to move on to her next chapter, it was up for sale. So she was looking for the right person to take it, and we had, really, she just talked to me about selling it, but not for me to buy it. That wasn't really the conversation. She was going through some people that she wanted to turn it over to the right person. And my daughter just kept saying, Mom, buy it, Mom, buy it. Of course, she worked there, so she wanted to stay. And anyway, one day I was just like thinking, what if it was me? And so I texted her and I was like, what if it was, I actually texted my husband, and he's like, what if I bought Perennial? And he was like, do it. And so I texted her and I was like, what do you think if it was me? And she's like, let's talk. And so it went by there that afternoon, and the rest is history. But
so what did you do before Perennial?
I was a teacher. I taught kindergarten at Easter Elementary. So shout out to all the teachers. They deserve a big pat on the back, because this is a hard occupation. And so but yep, I loved the classroom. But this Perennial was growing. Perennial is 12 years old. So I had it when it was probably it was less than 2 years old whenever I got it. But it just kept growing and growing, and I just kept adding more things and adding more to my plate in the process. Then I was approached by the Battlefield Mall in Springfield to open up a second location. And so the year that I left teaching was the year that following, that summer was the year that we opened that store. Springfield was a different climate. Like, definitely Lebanon is my home and all of my people. So I don't have any regrets of like opening Springfield and closing it within, like we did a year, and I knew that I was going to go into it for a year and just kind of see what happened. But we gained some new customers and just, made more friends. But like I said, Lebanon, I wouldn't leave Lebanon. It's home, my homies.
So what year did you stop teaching?
Well, it might have been, how long have you been out?
I stopped teaching in 2020, end
Well,
of 2020 school. So
Well-
the 2019, 2020 school year. So like COVID was when I left. Not because of COVID, but
I
just
would
so
have
happened
left-
I was leaving already. But
I would have left before that. So maybe a year. I'd have to really look back. I think I may have been out for 6 or 7 years, maybe. If this maybe this is finishing year 7, time gets away. And so, think about you're 40.
Yeah.
What about when you're 50?
Well, yeah, and so my wife and I were saying the other day,
your brain is one of those things that go when you're.
we
50.
had Jude's birthday was last month. It was and we were like, I was like, it's like our 8th birthday. She goes, no, it's Jude's 6th birthday. And we've only owned it. We bought it when it was a year old. So we've only had it for 5 years. It feels like so much longer.
Hey, Brad says to tell you you have a customer.
Oh, I forgot. So my husband's at the store working on something. I was like, hey, I'll be back. Yes, I have a customer. Yeah.
Awesome.
I forgot to lock the door. Well, I'm always there. And I
This is
told
downtown
Sarah,
life.
if the
To
lights
Michelle's
are on, I'm there.
customer, just take whatever you want. She'll be back in a little bit. Just put it on Sarah Ank's tab.
Tell Michelle she has a customer, please.
That is hilarious. Okay, well, I appreciate
She
Brad.
was great having you.
Send the customer over.
Yeah, send the customer over. We'll just put them on too.
I'm teasing. Anyway, okay, well, thank you for the invite, and I'll come back anytime you
Absolutely.
Hey, I may have to go wrap a teacher gift. You know, it's
You're
Teacher
right.
Appreciation Week, so
We
or
didn't-
Mother's
I didn't
Day
realize
gift.
it was Teacher Appreciation until this morning. We got an email
Yeah,
asking if we were
yes.
doing anything for Teacher Appreciation, and we always do, but it just got away from me. And I was like, I got that email this morning. I was like, that's why we've got like 10 catering orders going out to schools this week.
Yes.
Why didn't I put that together?
Yes. Okay,
But-
so I better go before my husband runs off the customer. No, he won't. He's good. But anyway, thank you guys.
See ya.
Do me a favor and throw something in a bag and charge my card for my wife
Absolutely.
for Mother's Day.
Yes.
All right. I'll come pick it up tomorrow. And she's watching too.
I'm going to go this way real quick.
All right.
It's musical chairs. Oh yeah.
It is
You're gonna
musical
have to
chairs.
repaint the. That
Oh,
Matt did
it's
that.
fine. If somebody sits there, nobody sees it.
He's literally limping.
I know. It's fun.
I'm telling you, if you haven't watched the video, go watch it. Isn't Michelle the sweetest human being you've ever met?
She really is. And I got a funny story that I'm going to out my wife. And Sarah, if you're still watching, yes, I'm going to tell this story, right?
No.
Yes,
What is-
no, I'm gonna.
Okay.
It's happening. I'm looking for comments to wait for her to yell at me. So, all right. So Michelle is the nicest human being in the world. Me and my wife are potty mouths,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So while I was building the studio, Michelle Boyer comes up here, and my wife says the F-bomb like 4 times, and I'm trying to get her attention.
Like, please stop.
Right?
It's like
I
not
am
around
abs-
Michelle.
I am absolutely trying to get her attention. I'm like we don't do that around Michelle. Like we don't curse. We all love Michelle, and Michelle is amazing and doesn't care if we curse, but we just don't. in
Right.
front
It's
of
a
Michelle,
respect
right?
thing. Yeah.
And we've been working all day or doing whatever, and I'm
Wendy.
trying to get her attention. I'm like, nope, we don't do that. And she left. I'm like, please don't curse in front of Michelle.
Because she's the nicest person ever.
See, you weren't even here for the conversation. That's what I said.
Yes.
I love her so much. She's amazing. And to be honest, people commented on her profile that like she's like their mental health professional because people go in and just for some reason you want to tell her everything about you. And she has that for me.
I went in there
too.
today. We're doing this basket for the downtown dinner. And I took all the things in there today, just a mess. And, you know, when somebody comes in and like thrusts something at me, I'm so busy and I'm grumpy. I'm like, I don't have time to do this. I walked in there with this hot mess of stuff. And I was like, Michelle, I need you to make this pretty. And she just goes, that's what I do. And she took it and ran off.
That's so great.
Like the little
That
gift
is-
basket fairy.
Exactly who she is. She will just, smile and take it. And I'm assuming tomorrow we will have the most beautiful basket you've ever seen.
Yeah, it'll look amazing.
Oh, I'm very excited. And she gift wraps anything
Yes,
you buy. Yeah.
No, absolutely. So we're going
I
to
love
throw a
Michelle.
comment up and we're going to talk about this while I exit stage left for a hot minute because when you drink, things happen. So you guys get to talk about this for a minute.
Okay, what is it? Matt's got to read it.
Opinions on the recent Star Wars festivities, like your honest opinion.
Okay, you
So-
watched it from above.
Yeah, I wasn't there because I was crippled. I hurt myself that day. But I live downtown and I watched the festivities through my window for a little bit and it looked pretty epic.
Yeah, it
looked
actually
fun.
was. And to be honest with you, so Aiden messaged me Friday night, which bear in mind, I'm in the middle of dealing with a concert and First Friday and getting a pie in the face and all this other fun stuff.
Man, I
already.
missed that too. I forgot it was the pie in the face.
Well,
thing.
it was live streamed by Lebanon now,
Okay,
so you
I'll
can
go
go
back
watch
and
it.
watch it.
It was pretty hilarious. Mine, I wiped it off almost immediately, but Melinda left hers on, and it was just hideous. It was so funny. Anyway, it was great. You'll have to go watch it. But Aiden was texting me, and I'm like, "Can we talk about this tomorrow? Like, sure, we can do a Star Wars meetup, but not right now." Like, I'm really, really, really busy right now. So the next morning at 8 a.m., I texted a whole group of people, and I was like, can we make this happen? And within like 30 minutes, we had a plan. I mean, Chris from Rebel Inc. came down dressed totally as the Mandalorian. Massey's Comics was open. Perennial was open. We had a duel. I mean, there were like, I'm going to say there were like, in total, over the course of the day, 75 people came in over 2 hours, like
That's
dressed up
awesome.
and with their lightsabers and stuff. It was great.
Yeah.
We're
And I think
totally doing
that's-
it next year.
That's a great chance to throw out the idea that, we hear, I was commenting on a post this morning on Facebook, and it was, the guy's post was super nice, and he just, him and his wife moved here a couple years ago, and they're having trouble finding things for a couple to do that they don't have kids. They're just looking for stuff to do, and he's like, we can't find a lot to do around here. But that's a good example of like, if you have an idea, that's one of the great things about this community. Like, people will rally and make it happen.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think like with a lot of the people who are in positions of leadership now, it's becoming more organic, and we're doing things because people want to do them.
Yeah.
Like even your business, it's because now the community will support great food, great coffee, a really cool place downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I love it.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Brad Boyer says he's watching.
Hi, Brad. Hi, Brad.
Oh, and he also wants me to mention that at the lightsaber duel, because Brad got really into it. I'm just
Did he
saying.
really?
Yes, he really did.
Okay.
But there were people who came all the way from Camden. They heard about it, and they came from Camden. And mind you, we only had about 18 hours of advertising time because we
Right.
decided it's Saturday morning, and it happened Sunday afternoon.
So the weird thing happened because we were supposed to actually be, Lebanon Now was supposed to actually be a little more involved.
yes.
But somebody decided to barricade themselves in a house.
Yes.
So I had to go cover that.
And that was downtown adjacent.
That really was. And I want to address that real quick because we were going to talk about everything. Is that there was a lot of comments. Let me tell you just real quick. My favorite part about doing the news is the comments. Oh my God.
I'm sure it's your favorite
Yeah.
part.
So it really is. So Lebanon's not a bad town.
No, it's
so
great.
understand that I lived in Battery Park in Manhattan, New York for 9 months.
Yeah. Wow.
Lebanon's great.
Yeah.
I lived in Laredo, Texas for a year. Lebanon's great.
Yeah.
I lived in Barstow, California for 9 months, 10 months. Lebanon's great.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Las Vegas. We need gambling here, but
But Lebanon's
but
great.
Lebanon's still great. Lebanon's still great. But this was an internal situation. The best way I can say that is an internal situation. And Lebanon is a great town, and that's what I love, and that's why I kind of came back here. You did a thing about my life or whatever, but I was a nomad for a long time, and I moved
Yeah.
around, and I sold everything I owned to see if I could be a professional poker player, and it worked for like 9 months.
I mean, I don't mean to
And
laugh.
I bet everything on black, and it didn't work. But coming back to Lebanon, it has its problems, it has its issues, just like any other place.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, there's a core group of people here in town, and we're open to anybody that wants to come help this, just make this town better.
Yeah, come pitch
and,
in.
and go forward.
Yeah.
And do the things, and I love being a part of that.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about the community of Lebanon, but also the community of downtown.
Yeah.
we have here because like we all live downtown. We all
Yeah.
work downtown.
I didn't
so
think
we
about
can
that.
just come do something like this, and then I can walk across the street and cook dinner.
Yep. And I can.
I know,
walk
and I'm getting
across
ready
the
to
street and do the
move,
same thing.
like, and I don't want to.
Where are you gonna move to?
I don't know.
So I told him he has to live downtown still, so
Yeah.
his options are limited.
My
Right.
options are limited. Does somebody have a couch in a basement? That's really what I want to know.
Michelle has the basement of Perennial.
Oh,
You can
okay.
just-
I mean, there's literally a dirt floor in part
Yeah.
of it. So.
Whatever, honey. Figure out how to put carpet over dirt.
Hey,
I don't know.
a lot of those buildings, they were built in the 1800s, the late
know.
1800s. It's the craziest thing in the basements. Is there a basement in this building?
Yes.
yeah.
Ooh, I
big
haven't been to this one.
Yeah, big.
Yeah, no, it's a
basement.
big nice
Really?
building,
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry, I love basements.
I'm still hoping. So my building, where the coffee shop is, like our main area where the like customer dining room and stuff is, in the back there's a cellar. And we have a big rug and there's a trap door under it that goes down to the cellar.
Are you
and
serious?
eventually I'm going to turn that into a little like wine cellar type
Will
thing.
you give me a tour of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like 10 by 10. It's not very big, but it's cool. It's stone.
What in the world was that for?
The old oil tanker is down there from when they had
Oh.
oil heat. But when Norman's jewelry store was there, that's where back in the 70s and 80s, jewelry stores sold china.
Oh, really?
And so the jewelry store here also sold china. Like when you get married,
The
you
country?
get your wedding china.
Yeah.
You know, like sets of like
Like
plates.
very expensive,
like china, like nice
very delicate,
dishes
yeah.
that your mom only pulls out for special occasions. They sold that, and
My-
so they stored
no.
all the china down in that cellar.
Really?
And so it has shelves and stuff, but it needs some work. I need to get a company in to steam clean it. But I keep hoping the big 3-story building is a concrete slab, but I keep hoping to find a trap door somewhere
To a
that goes to a
basement.
basement because it has the elevator. And like when we got in the elevator, you could kind of see down, and there's something below there, and it could just be the elevator shaft goes
Right.
down a bit, or it could be something more. Who knows?
we need an excavation team,
Sorry,
huh?
long story to say. I hope my building has a basement. I hope it finds it one day.
And some of them don't have basements.
Yeah,
You know, First State Community Bank has a really cool basement. I mean, it used to be the same for our drugstore.
yeah.
So
Well, and I remember like Perennial. Their basement, that was Dreyer's shoe store.
Yeah.
Forever. And the basement was where the cobbler was. And you could go get your boots repaired there.
Really?
And it was really cool. And I mean, I wish we still had something like that here. It was a different time. But
Is
yeah,
anyone
that's
out there
where
a cobbler?
they would do boot repair and stuff down there. I tried to find a shoe shiner for a bit because I have my windows at the coffee shop. We have like the big display windows, and I wanted to have like a cobbler set up there and shine shoes.
oh,
like,
that'd be cool.
or a shoe shiner set
Yeah.
up there and shine shoes one day a week or something.
That's cool. I wonder if anybody in the community does that anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Shine shoes?
Yeah, like as a profession.
No, but I need to clean my Jordans though. I don't think that works.
I have no idea.
There you go. Modern day shoe shiner. They can just clean Jordans.
I bought a white pair of Jordans, and then it's just keeping them clean is insane.
Yeah, anything like white footwear, bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like those old school downtown things.
I
I
do
like those
too.
experiences. We need like a what's that show? Oh gosh.
Really interesting.
It's not like
huh?
you're on camera and everything.
I know. It's not like I'm on camera. What was that show? It was on forever. It's the mother and daughter. They lived in a small town.
No clue.
Gilmore Girls.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Gilmore Girls.
I never
we
watched
need
that.
We need like a downtown troubadour like that show. Like somebody that just walks around with a guitar all the time and just sings to people.
I can
Ooh.
do that. I'm no good at either.
I know somebody
but I
who'd
can
be
still do
willing,
it.
possibly.
Who's that?
Dusty Atkinson.
You got called out, Dusty.
Yeah.
He wants to be the downtown troubadour. I mean, we could talk him into it maybe. But he's a race car driver, so.
I want somebody that does screamo metal to do that. Because can you imagine how?
No. You'd be running off all the people that are going into Perennial.
Yeah.
Yes, but let me video it.
Unless
Alright, guys.
Michelle's the one that does the screamo in her Easter Bunny costume.
Oh, look,
This
Casey,
took a turn.
Gilmore Girls. She got it. I don't know how delayed the comments are, but yeah, somebody was
She probably got it off Mother Daughter Small Town.
right. I don't.
And I'm sitting here like a deer in the headlights. I have no idea.
Right.
I never watched that show. I watched Supernatural though.
I never watched that show.
What?
Supernatural. So here's the thing about Supernatural, right? One of my kids liked it, and I always try to connect with my kids on some level, and so I started watching it, and it's kind of like with it, Doctor Who, NCIS, Blue Bloods, all of those shows, right? They end up turning in on themselves. They're not looking for any new
Right.
viewers. They're just looking to retain the ones that they have.
Right.
And I watch Supernatural for like 5 or 6 seasons, Doctor Who for a few seasons. And just when it got to, it's like it's like a bringer show in comedy that it's just the audience you bring or whatever. That's what Supernatural suffered from. Great concept, just it kind of run out there. If anything goes 15 seasons, no, I'm not watching it. Not doing the thing.
Anybody watch Psych?
So that's in mine and my wife's. We have like our rotation of just shows that we watch new shows, but we have like our old shows that we just watch over
Yeah.
and over again. And Psych is in the rotation.
love
My
Psych.
wife is obsessed with it,
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm.
but it's definitely
I know
in the
why
rotation.
we're friends.
Yeah.
That's a great show.
My watched it and is formative, and so he has a lot of mannerisms.
That are from.
Yeah.
That.
Oh yeah. Yep.
My favorite line. I can't. No. Oh, it was so great. Anyway, do we have other
Blintech.
Yeah.
So
Did the original ones come with the shop, or did you buy them?
they came with the shop when
Okay.
we bought it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We're having a very interesting conversation about blenders.
I know, blenders, right?
Just remember that when you buy your frappe, that the blender it's being blended in costs $1,500.
All right, let's wrap this up. All right.
Okay.
Thank you guys for coming into the test. What happened, for the few people still watching, is the broadcast computer locked up. There's a certain amount of processing power that the computer has, and I exceeded it apparently. But thank you for hanging with us. We're looking at developing new shows. Petty Eddie Eats is getting ready to come out. It's edited and done. Likely Relics is edited and done, getting ready to come out this month. I got to spend a lot of time with the swim club that does at the YMCA. Got some really good footage. I'm editing that right now. In a couple weeks, I'm doing a full story about foster care, and then the week after that, it's going to be drug court. So we're still very active doing things here in town. So I just appreciate all of you guys. Weirdly enough, having Lebanon Now and having your own TV station, you can just come drink beer with friends and have a show out of it.
Aw, your friend.
Is like, well, on air we are, yes. So you know, just working all of that out. But thank you guys for hanging with us. I'm starving. I haven't ate today, and it's almost 7 o'clock.
It is almost
yeah.
7.
It's almost 7 o'clock. So, peace out and stay tuned, because we're only a month into this.
Yeah.
We're only a month into Lebanon's first TV station, and we're learning all sorts of things and learning how to serve the community and be better stewards of your guys' time and do things. We got a huge meeting with the Good Morning Lebanon crew tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a bunch of reformatting on Good Morning Lebanon, and we're going to be doing a lot of different things coming up, because this all started in a 10 by 10 office, and now I have all this space, and I'm not really quite sure what to do with it. All I got to do is quit making people mad, and I think that we'll do this a little bit better.
It's becoming what it's going to
It's becoming what it's going to become, and it's one of those things. So stay tuned. Very, very soon, I'm going to have Sarah here interview me. So if you have any questions about Good Morning Lebanon that you want to talk about, if you want to do or whatever, send those to her,
Send her to
because
me.
I'm not going to get the question. She's going to come on air, and she's going to get to ask me whatever she wants. So
Yeah.
that's coming up. So we're going to get out of here. This was just a test broadcast to see how things worked. So thank you for hanging with us, and we'll see you next broadcast.
Good night, Lebanon.
Good night, Liv.